Okay, looks like everything is up. Okay then. It's still taking its sweet old time to actually realize it's connected. Oh well, whatever. Okay, I do want to say one thing real quick, even though nobody's actually currently watching this. For those of you guys that watch afterwards, I am going to be trying to live stream this every Friday. Potentially I'll see if I can stream it as well over the weekend. And for those of you guys that did not catch part 1, or excuse me, part 0, I do have one rule for this series. I am not allowed to make permanent alliances with Catholics or Muslims for this series. However, Protestants, Reformed, other Orthodox, and basically anybody that's not Catholic or Protestant as their state religion, I am allowed to have permanent alliances with. The only exception to that rule is once I manage to convert to secularism. Probably mispronounced that, but whatever. So let's go ahead and load up. I do not wish to start a war, so we're going to go back 3 years. Let me move that mouse out of the way. Oh, let me also actually pull up chat real quick. That way I can actually see. Okay, and yep, starting as the Byzantines with plans to rebuild the Roman Empire. Okay, let's go ahead and start rivaling. So Morocco, Hungary, and we're not going to go with the Cumans right now. Try and get those guys up a little bit. I shall let Serbia survive for a little bit because I don't particularly care to go to war with them right now. Let's go ahead and start building a spy network in Rome. And tell you to protect trade. I'll send you to Ragusa. That army is not really worth keeping around, so I'll get rid of them to save some money. We shall do a triumph for Greece. Improve relations with Georgia. And I don't actually have any missionaries at the start for whatever reason. But we'll go ahead and get the Act of Uniformity. And we start out in the Roman tech group, which is actually worse than starting in the Eastern. So, oh, well, I don't know about these guys. They're probably actually worse off than me. Yes, they are. Okay, Georgia. We have royal marriage. Same with you. I'll go ahead and get an alliance with Serbia and Georgia after they give me the royal marriages. Those guys got annexed immediately by Serbia. When I played by myself to check and see how this flowed, Serbia actually waited about a month for whatever reason. Let's get the discipline. And I would actually like to have the national tax modifier. Also, let's get offensive policy. Those can all stay. Oh, wait. So the Turks have been driven from Anatolia at the start. So the Phoenix rises, giving us some administrative, diplomatic, and military mana points, essentially, as people like to jokingly refer to them as. And I have no idea where this province is. but it's obviously not going to be a big deal either way, because it's probably some minor place that has no real usefulness to me except being a province giving me money. And I actually wanted to go to nobility and grant them a generalship. There I would hopefully get a decent general. Didn't exactly get someone who's particularly wonderful. Let's go ahead and mothball the forts. And there doesn't appear to be anything else particularly that I need to do right now. Get an alliance with Serbia and Georgia. And as long as the Kumans exist, I'm not going to bother making alliances with those guys up there, because it's just not worth it. Also, let me check my rivals. So, Morocco, once I have diplomats, have an embargo, and Hungary. Again, once I have diplomats, you get to have an embargo as well. I could have sworn I gave Serbia a royal marriage already. I must have somehow lost it. You set that to best guess. And I already start out with a couple of cores in Rum's territory, but it's only 2. I'd like to get some more claims throughout their lands before actually going to war with them. Actually, I can speed this up a little bit by getting the Spy Master. It's not going to speed it up too much, but it is something. I don't have the money, okay. And so for now, we'll just sit here and wait until we get enough spy network points to be able to actually start fabricating claims in Rome. Of course, I could also threaten war, but they'll actually say no to that, surprisingly. And I actually don't have any claims at all throughout Hungary. Almost have the points necessary. Here we go. And we'll take Ankara as the first claim. And Morocco has raided our coast, and Hungary's decided to start fabricating claims against me, so let's counter-espionage them. And Morocco keeps pissing me off by raiding my coastline, and I am going to kill them eventually for it. But not right now. Okay. Does Georgia have any claims? Okay, they do have some claims over there. So I could fight a quick war to expand Georgia, who, if I'm lucky, will end up in a personal union with me. Actually, let me see. I don't actually have to deal with that. Really, Serbia? You already lost it? Let's have another royal marriage, because I still want to stay on good terms with you for the time being. Actually, you know what? I think we can just go ahead and go to war with Rome now. There's no real need to wait. I just wanted to. I wanted to try and get some more claims, but it's a little slow. No, I don't want to counter-espionage. That's not a good spot. Move up there. And let's also go and actually recruit another general. Is he actually better? I think he might be. It's a 3-2-1-2. That's a 1-2-1-0. Yeah. So the nobility gave me a crappy general in comparison to what I could get on my own. Oh, Georgia. Do you want my help, Georgia? I'd be willing to help. Oh, and Hungary just went to war with the Cumans. Let's just go ahead and nab some land. So Georgia's not going to help because they are fighting another war. Which, I don't know, are they going to win that? Probably. I think they're just going to struggle a little bit though. But we shall go to war to take... Well, actually, let's check the states. Okay. We'll go to war to take... I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but this province right here. Of course, though, we'll take more than that. Okay. Arrival of our rival. Poland. No, sorry, Poland, I can't do that. We'll just accumulate money for now. And I shall set you to blockade enemy ports in the Mediterranean. I would like for you to stop him. Also, let's go ahead and raise war taxes so we can accumulate some free money. Let's go ahead and actually occupy the province we went to war to take. They need to adapt. And we get a weak heir. I don't really care what their names are at the end of the day, so... Also... Yeah, not able to fabricate claims because someone I'm at war with, and I'm just going to end up losing the points anyway, so... Let's go ahead and switch our focus to the Cumans. And I need you to go and knock out that army again. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, actually, I'd love for you to kill that army. There we go, that makes my life much easier. And we're losing money. Keep going back and forth to take out these tiny armies that they're sending towards us. There we go. And we shall go ahead and split this army up a little bit. Now we could use more soldiers. You go and help them out. Yeah, Jerusalem is going to be destroyed. Well, not actually destroyed, but they're definitely going to lose all this land here, more or less. Okay, you go ahead and knock out the little bit of an army that they have. And I shall go to war to take... I don't really know. Do I want to just take that? Check the states map mode. kind of have to take those. Could always take less. But I want to make sure that rum's not going to be able to really do anything, so we'll go with that. And I just got to take out those forts, and then we'll have everything that we need. There we go. You guys go ahead and move down there to help them out. And see, they already want peace now. Actually, damn it, no, okay, I'm not gonna be able to get war reps, which is what I would prefer. Well, I'll at least wait until I can get a little bit more war scores, see if maybe it'll help me persuade them to give me a little bit more land. Or at least more money. That's what I care more for, is the money. And yeah, you guys are losing. So Georgia, if you can survive until I'm done with this war, which I could of course end now, and yeah, I'm not going to be getting any more, so just go ahead and end the war now. Do a triumph for the Asia Minor coast. And now we have corruption to deal with. And we shall go ahead, check the map. Okay, going for that. Pour as many of those as you can. And you can leave. And Georgia, once I have a diplomat. Which army is that? That is this one. Georgia. You're not willing to pay anything for them. I'm not that nice. Also, let's go ahead and actually see about snatching up Armenia right away. Oh, really? Azerbaijan has already decided to enter a coalition against us. It's not like I've done that much. But fine, if they don't want to allow me to do what I please, then I'll just have to, at least for the time being. Oh, and Egypt decided to join. Okay, never mind then. Let's fabricate some claims, and we're not going to be able to press any of them until our aggressive expansion has dropped far enough, which it's definitely not going to be dropping too far anytime soon. What did I just get? Oh, yeah, for those provinces, wherever they are. In fact, I probably grabbed some that I won't even be able to actually take for quite a while. And the Seleucids have also joined the coalition against me. So, yep, I'm not doing anything for quite a while. And, okay, in theory I could vassalize Georgia, which I would love to do, so we'll wait until we have Armenia. And we are losing money. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's see. There is basically nothing I can do about that. Okay. That sucks. Though I am pulling quite a bit of money for administrative and diplomatic power, so let's grab the trade policy and the economic policy. And I will need to convert a couple of territories as well. And I forgot to also increase the autonomy in those territories. Oh, and the Seleucids are going to lose the rest of their land. Okay, and I don't need you there anymore. It's actually probably not a good idea to keep doing that, because I think that might increase aggressive expansion. Oh. Cumans have a bit of a rebellion on their hands, and Hungary is actually beating the crap out of them. These guys are in the nomadic group. Hungary is in the eastern group. I need to figure out a way to actually make some money. There we go. Now I can oh. Probably also help if I mothball the forts. And we'll raise this back up. The church is a large landowner, and this has brought a great deal of wealth to the church. The non-possessors claim that the church is being corrupted by this great wealth. Their opponents argue that the church needs this wealth to carry on its holy mission. The key thing is the church isn't really a big taxpayer. If it was forced to give its land away, it would move into the hands of people we can tax. The downside would be the church would have less wealth to perform its missions. Okay, but do I actually really get anything worthwhile out of this? Increase in local manpower modifier, less taxes, lower unrest, and higher missionary strength. We're going to support the movement. And let's also... wrong one. We need to keep our manpower up as much as possible. And... okay. That sucks. Of course, the HRE is still a thing, and it will proceed to be for quite a while. And Egypt has now cored one of the territories that I also have a core on. So I'm gonna have to beat the crap out of Egypt. I was gonna have to do that though anyway. Is it really even worthwhile having them transfer their trade power to me? I've got 16%. That is going to take forever to convert. 555 months. Why? So it's going to take longer because of development, that they're a non-accepted culture, and that they're Sunni, but all of those are made up for, and a little extra, by all the pluses. Which is why I have a 0.1% monthly progress. Okay, that sucks. Wait, are the Cumans fighting 2 wars or just one? Just one, but they are losing, quite heavily in fact. Okay, Hungary's gonna piss me off, but I hope they actually enter aggressive expansion so I can make a coalition against them. Also, out of curiosity, how big is Egypt's military? Egypt is at 34,000, I'm at 40,000. And who else is in a coalition against me? Azerbaijan. And let's just sort by country to find it easier. They are 12,000, so they do outnumber me in total. So that's definitely not somebody I want to get into a fight with right now. What is Sicily doing? Is Sicily in the war as well? Yes, they are. Okay, let's... Where is it? There it is. Let's go send a gift to Serbia. There we go, got some cores. Let's step away from trying to vassalize Georgia and switch over to trying to vassalize Serbia, because they're not going to let me fight wars for a little while, so might as well try and make Serbia a vassal. They can't complain about that. Also, there we go. Now I have all the money necessary to actually pay full for my army maintenance. And I should probably move somebody up there. And I could, though it's really not worth it. It's going to take ages just to get that done, so we're not going to bother. And we get a famine. In a province that, again, I have no idea where it is. And of course I could search. Yeah, I've got no idea. Let's pull this up real quick. Okay, and it doesn't appear to be showing up in here, of course. Oh, okay. No idea. I'll search for the province some other time. And plague, of course. Because having a famine in one province isn't enough, so you have to have a famine in another. And now we apparently have a salt crisis. Oh, really? What was their peace agreement with Egypt? Egypt apparently decided not to take any land, which seems odd to me. But apparently they decided, well, we don't really want your land. Must have taken just war reps or something. And quarantine the port. You know, actually, I wouldn't mind getting the diplomatic policy. Who? I don't understand who it is that's actually asking for that. Let's try and find him. Oh, it would help if I was typing in the right spot. Did you already get military access through Georgia? No. So why exactly are you asking for military access through my territory when you're not even allowed through Georgia? That doesn't really make any sense, so no. I don't think you really need it. You gotta first get Georgia to say yes if you're trying to go through my land. And of course, rebel uprising. And actually, let's need stability. And you know what? I am actually going to go ahead and grab diplomatic policy. Because having another diplomat, of course, will allow me to keep on working with trying to get Georgia as a vassal. And now I'm losing money. Although I think that's just because my guys need to recuperate once they've gotten everybody back. I don't... Oh. Oh, what the hell did you guys take? Really? It's like you guys are just going to war. For the hell of it. Decided not to take money or anything? Really? I need to figure out what's going on there. I just don't understand why they decided, well, we're not actually going to take any of your land, we're just going to go to war with you. Oh, white peace. Really? Really, Hungary? You decided not to take land even though you're beating the crap out of them? Aha, Orthodox Zealots. Wonderful. And it's going to be ages until I can actually do a technology reform into the Eastern Tech group, so I need to be at Administrative Tech 46. At 30 right now. So that's going to be quite a while. And granted, this isn't even administrative, this is diplomatic. Screw it, we'll grab it. Means a little bit extra money. A little extra money is always good to have. And more rebels have crossed my border. Aha, but these guys want independence. Don't kill them! Let them live! Just tell them to leave our land and then they can do whatever. They just gotta leave. Actually, you know what? Getting this in the Muslim provinces could be helpful. Because it's an increase in missionary strength. Along with a little bit of money. Which is actually not something I'm getting a whole lot of. But I would like to at least have the extra missionary strength. Because I'm losing 40% off my taxes in Ankara because they are not Orthodox. It's not quite worth that right now. Aha! There we go. Egypt has left the military coalition against me. So now the only one in it is Azerbaijan, which is not really a big threat, so... Armenia! Hello! Well, let's get the army down there first, then we'll say hello. Damn it, Rome. Quit it! You're not getting your independence, and you're not getting your land back. In this case, getting your land back. What are you trying to tell me I can build? Because nothing... Oh. I could build roads. Which are not all that useful. Better off waiting for railroads or mass transit systems. Which, granted, those are going to be way out there. More diplomatic power is always nice to have. Actually... Wrong button. Check the estates. I would not... You know what? Well, they're not actually all that loyal to me, are they? 50% loyalty. Thanks for the contributions. Which I could give back to the church, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep that money for myself. To build some churches to help me convert these territories. Even though it's not going to be that big of a increase, but hey, it's something. And more rebels have crossed the border. Tengri Zealots. What is the Kumon's religion? Oh, they're Sunni. Okay, so apparently they have... what is this gonna give me? I'd rather not lose all that money. Especially since it also decreases my overall taxes until 1216. That's a little too long for me, I'm afraid. So, sorry, but let's keep it at a modest level. Georgia has gone to war again. This time to take Shirvan. I'm hoping that's not going to put them over the top for me to peacefully vassalize them. Because if that does, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Oh. Aha! Moldova is independent. Ah, and you're Orthodox, okay. Why is that? I don't understand why this province doesn't have a core claim for Moldova. It seems a little silly. But Moldova, let's have a royal marriage. And you want military access, so be it. Boost stability some more. And let's see. Well, there's no negative, so sure, we'll establish Sunday schools. That'll help me to convert these territories a lot faster. Wonderful. Sort by time. Ah. Darn thing. That's still going to take quite a while. That's almost 3 years, but better than it was before at 555 months. Neither of these guys are actually all that happy with me, and I could stand to lose diplomatic. And you guys are disloyal, okay. Let's increase your loyalty. Am I... Ah, yeah. I'm at 4 diplomatic relations, and while I could go over, I don't really feel like it right now. Because I'm not actually pulling in that much monthly. So, Moldova, no alliance with you, I'm afraid. Oh, and Serbia. Vassal now? No. Almost. But I'm not going to be able to actually get you over the top. Because, well... yeah, it's just not possible. Okay, let's take our diplomat out of Serbia. And we're definitely not going to be able to get Georgia then. But we'll go ahead and let him continue to improve relations. Oh, really? So our spy master died. I don't think either of those two are particularly useful to me, and I need somebody to go in there. Screw it, I'll take the better relations. Oh, yes. Armenia. I completely forgot. Hello. I'm just gonna send my armies in to greet you, and I don't really have to deal with them, so we'll go ahead and mothball the forts again. The game's obviously going to complain about it, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, did the coalition die? No, it's not dead. Azerbaijan is stuck in a war, and I guess they're not allowed to enforce the coalition against me if they're involved in a war. That is interesting. And Hungary has a peasant revolt. Moldova, do you have any land that is mine? Well, you have some land that I have a claim on. It's not necessarily mine yet, but it will be. I'll make sure of that. I don't really have a need to raise war taxes. This is going to be such a short war. It's kind of a waste of 50 military. There we go. See? What'd I tell you? Give me all your money and your land. And welcome Armenia to the Byzantine Empire. I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay. You want an alliance, fine. We can have one. Because I guess... Okay, I guess I can have 4 independent relations. So, Moldova, alliance. Yep, okay. And recall the diplomat from Georgia. And yeah. We're definitely not going to be getting that. Keep putting down the rebels. I don't feel like actually needing to fight them. Because knowing this game, it'll spawn a 40 stack with a 3-star general. And let's see. Oh, Egypt has a vassal. A very worthless vassal, but a vassal nonetheless. And Egypt. If I wanted to go to war with you, would any of my allies join? Of course not. Because Georgia is in debt. Those guys, okay, it's distant war. That's fine. Serbia, distant war yet again. And Moldova, distant war. So the only one who may, if they felt like it, and when they weren't in debt or fighting a war of their own, would be Georgia. That's one reason why I wish to vassalize them. And preferably, peacefully. Because I don't really feel like wasting manpower just to vassalize these guys. Cumans. They do still have one claim on your territory itself. And I do have an ally who'd be willing to join with a crappy 12 stack, but it's better than nothing. But you would be able to call in an ally from somewhere. Got no idea. Novgorod would make a wonderful ally, actually. Oh, there's their ally. Yeah. Novgorod, if you can expand just a little further south to actually border the Cumans, I would love to actually make an alliance with you. Probably break an alliance with either Serbia or Georgia. And, of course, the game decided the game's just decided you need to lose stability. No matter what I do, I lose stability, so I wish I lived in more enlightened times. And I do not have the ability to adjust that. And the Cumans are also spying on me. Wonderful. So let's counter-espionage against the Cumans. If you guys want my help, you can always ask. Though I don't think you'll need it, apparently, because Old Prussia's all by itself fighting a war against Poland, and quit it. You guys aren't getting your land back. Support the movement. Let's see, my truce with these guys ends 1202. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about the coalition anymore. Serbia? I am actually somewhat interested now in just destroying you, in all honesty. You know what, Serbia? I'm sorry. I didn't really want to kill you, at least not yet, but don't think it's really worth keeping you around anymore. Especially since Novgorod's going to be down here soon, and they're going to make a wonderful ally. What the hell happened here? Did they seriously just lose a little bit? No, Serbia, we're not going to be allies anymore. I already told you. And yes, oh, really? I have a truce with them. Of course. Okay, Novgorod, hey. You want an alliance? There we go, wonderful. We converted those guys. Too many diplomatic... Oh, yeah. I don't really want to... Screw it, we'll do it. We'll break it. Boost the stability back up. Oh, Novgorod is a merchant republic, so... No royal marriages. Okay, I need to have these guys step back, because they're going to be standing around for about 5 years before they can actually go to war with Serbia. And Egypt has gone to war against Jerusalem to finish them off. Jerusalem, do you have any money? No, you don't. Out of curiosity, why won't you pay that? Because you are in debt? And I guess just because it's period more than what you can afford. Aha, but what? There's no difference between these two other than maybe the general for this other one's better. But you're going to pay so little. I don't know if it's really worth it. So I have to deal with the army. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, Jerusalem, you're going to be on your own. Unless the Papal States decides to do something to help you. Especially since you're not going to be able to help me in the slightest. Wrong button. Against a... let's see... Uh-huh. So, let's see. Looking at about 34,000 for Egypt. That actually puts them just over their force limit. Yeah. That actually would be an opportunity to try to go to war with Egypt. But I don't think it's really going to work out. Also, let's go ahead and rival Egypt. You know what? Move the troops back down to Anatolia. We are going to go to war with Egypt. And so Serbia has decided, since they can't have an alliance with me, they have to go ahead and start fabricating claims against my territory. Aha. We gained a claim against somebody, I don't know who. Oh, Hungary, wonderful. Okay, Egypt. And actually, you know what, I have not saved this at all, so... let's go ahead and at least have a save. Though, even if things go horribly wrong, I'm not reloading that. So nobody's gonna help me. Because they cannot. Or are just unwilling. Okay, where's the other guy? Oh, right there. Okay. How big is their army, out of curiosity? Presumably it's small, but... 9,000? So it is small, yes, but it's going to be annoying to fight. I'll take them out first, I suppose. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, I want to get you an actual admiral. Yes, we could use more soldiers. You have an admiral, and now you go to blockade enemy forts, or ports. You know what? No, we need to crush that army, so screw it. Charge on in there. Gonna take some fairly heavy losses, but it needed to be done. And we'll send these. Damn it! Already? Really, game? Harsh treatment for those guys. Raise war taxes. Jerusalem, I'm not actually going to be helping you at all, but hopefully you'll be able to stay alive long enough to distract their armies. Turn back around real quick and take these guys out. Really? How have you not won yet? You're fighting a one-province minor. You should have already won. Okay. Damn you, game. You had to do that. You had to kill my discipline individual. Oh, damn it. Okay. Turn around. Knock out that army. We are only going to fight this war to take that province. If we manage to nab a little bit of extra, wonderful, but that's not going to be our primary goal here. Quickly, they are going to need support. And yep, Jerusalem failed to distract the Egyptians long enough for me. Not too surprised by that. Oh, damn it. I was hoping that they would actually have captured that. Clicked a little too soon. Nope. Damn you. You're not taking my stuff. And of course, okay. You guys retreat. Let's actually nab some mercenaries. And you're just gonna stand there. Or not, because you guys are going to lose. The mercenaries are not going to be able to reinforce you fast enough. So, run away. Harsh treatment for those guys. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Everyone just fall back to Constantinople. Oh, damn it, there's another path, of course. Okay, everyone quickly run over there. Luckily, they had to do a straight crossing. Send the mercenary army down there. This is going to be a somewhat annoying war to fight. And I have no manpower. need at least 10 war score to get what I want. And in reality, I'm going to need more than that because I'm going to have to take the forts in the area. Otherwise, they'll say, you don't own the fort, so we can't let you take it. Okay, good. Conversion was successful. That means more people and money. Care a little more for the money. Let's see. There are 2 forts in the area. Oh, no. Well, yeah, I know there are 2 forts in the area, but it looks like they actually don't really care about that. Yes, keep the war taxes because we need them. And Egypt has started occupying my territory. No, damn you, Egypt! There we go. Are we still winning? Yes, we are. Wonderful. We need more mercenaries. And I think I'm just going to make a doom stack at this point. Forgot to send you over, apparently. Oh. Okay, we do have the better general in charge one. Of course. Okay, you. With the admiral. Knock out that fleet so we can actually cross again. Oh, that's actually being occupied by the nearby fort. And we're just gonna have to fight the war using a doom stack. We are winning. What? Really? How? We were winning. And suddenly they're like, okay, and retreat. Mercenaries. Don't take... Ah, damn it, you're gonna get yourself killed. Oh, and we failed that mission. Try this again, and hopefully you'll actually win. I was confused as to why you lost, and no, we're going to lose. Hire more mercenaries. You. Leave. So the 26.6k of you guys can actually knock out this army now, right? Because it'd be grand if you could. But no, you're gonna fail. Cross back again. Hire even more mercenaries, because clearly I do not have enough. I do not have the manpower necessary to recruit real armies. take out these armies. And if I can ever manage to take out the main army... And my leader died. Go back across, where exhaustion is high, I know. That's because the game's deciding to sort of BS me out of some victories that I should be getting. Of course, and we're gonna lose this battle. Why would you go there? That is the worst spot you can retreat it to, you fools. Clearly you go back across where the Navy can protect you. Get even more mercenaries. Someday my army will be able to actually survive. And actually fight the entire battle rather than suddenly deciding to run away halfway through. I mean, what the hell? Their general is worse than mine, but my guys are going to lose. No? Maybe? Of course. Okay, you guys gonna actually retreat across? Like smart people? No, you're not. Now without me reminding you... Wrong spot to retreat to, you idiots. Okay, you know what? Screw you, Egypt. You're BSing me. Here's some territory. Piss off and leave me alone. Of course not. Of course not. Screw you, Egypt. We don't even have the money to compensate the traders if we wanted to. No. Screw you, Egypt. I don't care if I'm gonna have to fight this war for 20 years. I'm not giving anything to Hungary. You guys better not suddenly decide to lose this battle. Just because the enemy gets... What the hell? Just because the enemy gets reinforcements. And even though they still have less morale than me, my guys suddenly decide to retreat. Really? Please give me a decent general. I can't tell if that guy's actually going to be any good. Probably not, knowing my luck. And they're keeping their armies all together, so I can't even go and, like, attack just one. It'd be great if they would spread their troops out a little bit. You know, that way I could actually attack one of these armies and hopefully knock it out. You guys will stop complaining about war exhaustion someday. No, Egypt, I do not care. Also, quit complaining, rebels. Quit complaining about war exhaustion, people. It's not going to get you anywhere. See, they're not going to attack me. I have to attack them. That's also somewhat of an annoying thing. That they are refusing to attack me. Which makes it very difficult to actually do anything. And we are going to win this battle, right guys? We're not going to suddenly decide to run away at the last moment. There we go. Now I'm thinking we might be able to turn this around finally. And it would have been great if we actually had some more forts. We have no forts. At least no forts in good positions. So we're going to have to go and recapture every single one of these provinces. This is going to take ages. But once I manage to recapture them, we should be fine. Let's boost stability some more. No, Egypt. Finally managed to break out. I'm thinking I might be able to beat you now. Going to be able to make it there. What? No, I need the army morale. It's very important that I have that. They are merely crying. Why? You still had plenty of morale. Yes, they got reinforcements, but you still outnumbered them even with the reinforcements. There was no need to run. Like, what the hell? Fine, you know what? Fuck it, Egypt. There you go. Happy? Hopefully next time, Georgia will actually be able to help me. Rather than just sitting there and being like, well, I'm afraid we can't do anything for you. Add Moldova. I would also love it if you would help me as well in the future. What the hell happened to Novgorod? It looks like they just lost some land. Yes, they did. Why are you happy towards me? I've done nothing to improve relations with you. Yes, I have loans, game. I know. Won't be repaying them for quite a while, I can tell you that right now. Well, actually, I might be able to repay one of them. No. Not this year. But the one that's due next year I should be able to repay. Up, and the tribes in Kuman are disappearing. Or are fighting with one another at least. Let's see. In theory, if I had a lot more actual military power, I could actually probably threaten the Kumans into giving me what I want. Sorry, Novgorod, but I'm gonna have to arrest your ambassador because apparently he's a spy. Also, repay loans. Ah, yeah, that's gonna take ages. Georgia, it would have been nice if you gave me some money. Georgia, why do you have a map of Canada? What the hell? How? Okay, that seems a little weird. Same with you, Moldova. How do you have a map of Canada? Does Britain have a map of Canada? Britain does have a map of Canada. Okay, that is interesting. Also, bring that fleet back together. You, continue protecting trade. And build a spy network in Serbia. Why do I feel like my map actually gained a little land from Moldova's war with Serbia? I doubt I did, but kind of seems like I did because I don't recall owning this territory. We'll just let it slide because I don't feel like needing to fight rebels right now because I don't have an army. I'll take the tax if you don't mind. Okay, Georgia. Who are you? Did you declare war, or... Okay, you were defending. And you want me to help you against Rome? Those guys... Azerbaijan... and some other country somewhere that I can't find. Oh no, that's all. Thought there was another one, but I guess not. Okay. Sure, I'll help you, once my army eventually manages to recover. I'll accept, but I won't be doing anything for quite a while. And you get to blockading enemy ports in the Mediterranean, if you don't mind. Yeah, Georgia, you're gonna be on your own for a while, you see, because my army got wrecked. I do not have manpower. And I won't be getting any manpower for quite a while. But luckily, Rome has no forts for the most part. Let's go and allow friendlies to attach to my armies. Wonderful. You guys should be able to win that. Good. I think I know where they're running to. No, apparently I do not. Yeah, I was way off, clearly. You guys need to hurry up and actually get yourselves up. Also, raise war taxes. This will help us pay for our loans a little faster. Oh, okay, and they destroyed that army. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. And Georgia's gonna have to give that to me. What the hell, Georgia? You had almost occupied it when you decided nope, and we're not going to. Thank you, and do you mind giving that to me, Georgia? It's not going to do you any good. It's surrounded on all sides by my territory. Give it back. Those are the lands that I want, Georgia, and you are going to give them to me if we win this war. Damn you, Hungary! Okay, Moldova. You're gonna have to fight the war yourself, because I don't have an army over there. I've only got one army, and it's currently busy helping Georgia win a war. So hopefully the 20k that you guys have, no, 21k actually, will be enough to fight off Hungary. I'm going to assume no. Also Novgorod. Screw you. Yeah. Well, if you guys manage to win that war, I at least want that. they're running all the way down there. Actually, let's check the ledger real quick. How big is Hungary's army? Hungary is 24,000, so no, you guys probably won't be able to beat them. If you guys could just breach the walls, that would help a lot. Because then I could tell you guys to assault. And then you would actually, hopefully, take it over very quickly. I need to just keep on saving money. Damn you, famine! Okay. Oh, damn it! I was just about to detach a siege and then go after this army. No. Finish sieging it. Yeah, Georgia, you go ahead and take care of those guys. Hungary has a larger navy. Well, oh, damn it, Sicily's in the war as well. Well, I'm probably going to lose the Hungarian territories, more than likely, because my army is not going to be able to do anything about it. And Sicily is in the Western group, so they are substantially better than me in pretty much every regard in terms of the quality of troops. And apparently the Papal State said, I hate Sicily, so here's some money. Thanks, Pope, I guess? A little unexpected. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to be able to take all of this. In fact, I can't take any of it. If I wanted just that, what would I need? Would need to basically just retake some of the territories. Let's finish off Rome. Well, not quite finish off, but do some more damage to them. Moldova? Yeah, you guys are screwed. Allow friendlies to attach that army. Sure, we'll build a great palace. There we go. Sorry, Georgia, but it's not quite worth staying in this war for longer than I'm actually going to be able to really do anything about. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna leave. I'll help you re-siege some of your territories that you lost. That's not a helpful thing for me, so we'll save the money for now. Yep, okay. I was hoping I could get war reps, but I won't be able to, so... Thank you, Rum, for a little bit of land back that I lost from Egypt, although that's not actually a territory that I lost in my war against Egypt, but nonetheless. Oh yeah, 2-star Sicilian general. What's the worst that could happen fighting a war against them? Hungary? There you go, you can have that. And I'll give you some of Moldova's land as well. the hell, Egypt? Or... What the hell do you want? There's the territory you want. But you're still not going to take just that. I can't really do anything about this. Where's my fleet? There it is. I don't think you guys will succeed, but try. If you guys can manage to knock out the Sicilian fleet. No, 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 no. Run away! Get back across! Where can we go? Aha! We're gonna have to very quickly run over there. Hopefully we can make it in time. Damn you, Moldova! Oh, Wallachia. Of course, okay. Aha, but you would be willing to be a vassal. Wonderful. Then I'll vassalize you. Once I have the opportunity. I need to somehow have my allies actually group their armies up with mine, and then we should be able to survive. And stop losing money. Wonderful. Especially when I still have taxes, or loans that I have to repay. Well, I won't be repaying those anytime soon, clearly. And unless Moldova or Galicia up here can actually get an army to group up with mine, we're not going anywhere. And we just lost Constantinople. Oh, there we go. Yes. Assault it. Damn it! I was hoping you guys would succeed. Because we need to take that fort quickly. Wrong way. That's not where I told you to retreat to. I wanted you to retreat to meet up with Moldova's army. Or at least what remains of it. Can I get something from you guys? Something actually worthwhile? No, clearly not. I will take the manpower, though. And you guys are not happy, so... But I give you guys some of the territories out here in Anatolia. Make you happy? Yes, it does. I think I'm just gonna have to recruit some mercenaries. Well, this will actually speed up getting this army up. But I'm definitely gonna have to recruit some mercenaries. Wait, what? Armenia? Aha! Really? Armenia? Was released. Looming disaster. Okay, well, whatever. Don't really care. See if we can grab Constantinople back. Again, I'm willing to give you guys that one territory that you went to war for. I know clearly you want more. But even if I gave you basically everything you guys want, it's still a no. knock out this army. You can never have too much manpower, and oh, is that true? Damn it, we were so close to beating them! It's not where I told you to retreat to. Hell, that's not even the return province that you had selected by default. Okay, we lost a claim, but whatever. You know, if Novgorod were to actually help me, we'd probably be fine. Because actually, let's check. Novgorod, how big is your army? Actually, not that large. Yeah, wow. That's nothing. Wow. Novgorod, you seem like you'd have a lot more troops than you do. We're basically just going to have to sit on the eastern side of the Sea of Marmara. Because we're safe there, because Sicily and Hungary apparently don't want to send their navy there, although they did earlier. But they don't want to do it anymore. But if we sit here, I can't do anything, and Moldova just lost more land. Wonderful. Again, Hungary, here. I'll give you that freaking area. I don't care for it. You can have it. But they complain when they say, well, we don't want that. Then, which provinces do you guys complain about when I try to give it to you? We add just that province. Okay, that is the one that they do not want. Okay. Well, here. I'll give you all that, but... oh, you don't want it. Of course not. It's physically impossible for me to make Hungary happy. Clearly, because they don't want any of the stuff that I can give them. Except for that little section up there. But if I try to give them that section, it's not enough for the war score that they have. So I can't do anything to appease them. Yep, okay, now it's just me versus Sicily and Hungary. There is nothing I can do in this war. I can literally sit here until Sicily decides that they cannot stand fighting in the war anymore. Of course, that's not going to mean anything because all the land is occupied by Hungary. But if Hungary ever decides, hey, yeah, we want out of the war now, sure. But I need to somehow decrease their war score enough. But I can't do that without fighting them. But I can't fight Sicily. Sicily is far too powerful for my troops to beat. No! Fuck you! No, all of you, just go across. You don't have to. Sit there and wait for transport. keep my fleet in this section. Otherwise, Sicily's fleet's going to absolutely demolish it. Well, I do kind of need an heir, I believe. I don't know if I have one. No, I don't. So even though it's a crappy heir, it's really crappy. Actually, screw it. Where'd that deer go? I could stand to have some prestige. No, I'm not gonna give in to your demands, Hungary. There we go. Still don't have enough. Damn it, I have to take Constantinople back. Piss off, Hungary! Quit asking. I'm not accepting. Damn you, game! Fuck you, game. Clearly you never go to war. That's just BS. So now we're basically right back where we started, but with a little extra, or a little less land. Of course. Serbia, I'm gonna kill you now, you know that? I'm mad at Hungary, so I'm gonna take out my anger. Oh, damn you, Wallachia. You know what? Fuck it, I don't care. Hungary? I'm mad at you, so I'm gonna kill Serbia. Damn it, I don't have claims. Now I have claims. Again. Serbia, I'm mad, so I'm killing you. I'm not mad at you, Serbia. I'm mad at Hungary and Egypt. So I figure I might as well go ahead and kill you. For whatever reason. Clearly doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Actually, you know what? Now go help out those guys in taking Kosovo. You guys go ahead and kill Serbia. Or Wallachia. Actually, no. Looks like they're doing fine taking Kosovo. It's not a worthwhile thing for me to get, game. It's a worthless, at least in my opinion, technology. Because I'm not going to be colonizing anything anytime soon, but fine, I'll take it. Just so you quit reminding me about it. Let's also kick up to 5 speed, because we're going to be sitting here for ages. Stability cost modifier decrease, yes please. I'm going to annex Wallachia as well. Oh good, Moldova, you're still my friend. Don't know for how much longer, but you are. Okay, you. Give me all your money and your territory. Serbia, give me all your land and give me all your money. You. I need to fabricate claims against you. And I'm going to end this with the annexation of Dukalja, or however you pronounce it. I don't even know. Hell, Moldova's in a better tech group than me. That is actually kind of annoying, to be honest. Let's improve relations with Moldova. I'm going to try and make them a vassal. Also, actually, got loans to repay. Screw you, Andalusia. You're doing what Morocco did. In fact, they actually are Morocco. That's just one of those nations that's able to be formed, in this case. So, Zeta, once I have annexed you, I'm actually going to end the stream. But first, I need to annex you. And you have no friends, which is obviously a good thing for me. So Zeta. Welcome to the Byzantine Empire. I definitely need to increase my stability, at least to 0. What do you mean my fleet doesn't work? My fleet right now is just sitting there because I don't need it to do anything. Get stability up. The Empire apparently runs on paper. And actually, you know what? Mothball the forts. I'll actually have to build some new ships if I want to protect trade, because the only fleet that I actually have left still has no merchant ships in it. And as you can see, I am losing money, so trying to build ships isn't exactly a great idea, I would say. Okay, so they have now been brought into the Byzantine Empire. I need to increase my stability more. Does Hunt Pirates actually do anything against the guys that raid your coastline? Never actually messed around with it too much. I don't even know where it is exactly that they raid along. Going to assume it's either Ragusa or Constantinople, but I actually don't know which one it is that they're raiding across. Yeah, I'll send the fleet to Ragusa then. I don't actually know where it is. Oh no, that won't actually go back far enough. Well, the next time it tells me that my coastline has been raided by Andalusia, I'll check and see where that province is. Okay, Moldova, I hope you managed to get your territory back, because that would be great. Yep, still losing money. So, let's see, can I root out corruption? It's not actually going to make me much, but I can lower it at least. Gonna have to decrease army maintenance. Actually, wow, even killing army maintenance isn't going to make me any money. That sucks. I need to increase autonomy in those territories so they don't complain as much. Execute him for treason. Screw it. We already don't have any real prestige anyway, so... Georgia? No, you still are not going to want to be an ally, or a vassal. Somehow I'm going to have to figure out a way to make money. Actually, let me see. Oh, damn it. Just gonna check and see what I could do. If telling my guys to privateer would actually make me any money, it probably would, but I can't really check. The Abbasids. Why are the Abbasids fighting Rum? Oh, because they're fighting Azerbaijan. Okay. And Armenia has rebels now that are trying to gain their independence. Which actually... Oh, never mind. That was okay. I was gonna say if they were successful, then technically Armenia wouldn't exist. Of course. So I have a 21 stack army that I have to kill. Why would there be a succession war between Hungary and those guys? Got no idea. But I somehow now need to go and deal with those guys. Georgia, Moldova. I'm glad the two of you are at least going to be my friends for a while. Yeah, no, my army's going to lose that. And I have to build new troops if I wanted to get up there, but I don't have the money to build troops, nor do I have the manpower. That is a crappy general, or leader. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just build some mercenaries, even though that's a terrible idea, because we're losing money. But there's really nothing I can do about it. Again, a crappy heir. At least I'll have an heir, so I won't end up in a personal union. Especially with a country that's substantially weaker than me. So we'll just go and waste some money to go and get mercenaries that we use temporarily. Terrible idea, because again, we are losing money. And we have, like, 5 loans. 8 loans, actually. You guys are probably still going to end up losing because the enemy has more shock than us. And for whatever reason, they have more discipline. Why do they have more discipline? That doesn't make any sense. Pretender rebels, I don't think, should have any increase in discipline over the people they're rebelling against. That's just... why? Why would they have more discipline? They're rebels. I could understand if they were people of actual importance, but they're not. They're rebels. Where the hell are they going? I've got no idea. Okay, apparently they're going there. I honestly don't know why I'm having more trouble playing this now as a stream than I did when I actually played solo. And I mean, sure, when I played solo, I didn't go to war with Egypt, but still. I'm seemingly having a lot more trouble now than I did then. Oh, wonderful. More rebels. Oh, there we go. Wonderful, some money. We're gonna use it to build mercenaries, because I need those. Rather than... actually paying off the loans. So I'm gonna have to somehow... Yep, this is actually kind of annoying, in all honesty. Damn you, Serbia. Or Moldova. You can't deal with your Serbian rebels. You guys... Extend the loan. Oh my god. Why are you guys failing so much to deal with pretender rebels? I don't understand why they have a discipline bonus as pretenders. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Wonderful. Gain 2 stability. There we go. New technology. Yeah, I know they're noble rebels, but it just seems silly to me that rebels have more discipline than the actual army fielded by the government. To me, it just seems weird. I mean, I can understand if these pretenders had, oh, I don't know, been in training for a decade or something, but they haven't. They just popped up when my ruler died. So it's not like they've been training for leading a rebellion for years or anything. Moldova, would you be so kind as to be a vassal? Of course not. Is there a particular reason, actually, that I could do anything about? No. Aha, the rebels are fighting one another. Wonderful. Wow. Really? 7.1k stack of Serbian separatist rebels apparently managed to crush a... Was that still a 20 stack of peasants? That seems a little ridiculous. Core that. I'm not going to bother with stability right now. I still have to deal with the peasant rebels. Actually, you know what? No. We'll settle down and negotiate, damn you people. You got crushed by Serbian separatists. And we'll take Constantinople back. We'll continue to extend the loan for the time being, because I'm not going to pay it off right now. I still need the money. We'll go out and actually grab a couple more mercenaries. Oh, damn it. Screwed that up. What do you mean, obsolete forces? We don't have obsolete forces. We clearly went through the process of upgrading them. Unless the obsolete... No. Because even those guys got upgraded. What the hell? Come on, you guys can win it, right? Right? Almost. You're close. If I had reinforcements, I would send them your way, but I don't, so you're on your own. Ah, you got close. So that just means a couple more troops. I don't really bother firing advisors. Granted, I'm normally never in a situation where I'm hemorrhaging money, so... You know, that also probably contributes to why I've never really paid attention to my advisors. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to get rid of them. No. It helped a little, but not as much as I would have liked. You know what? I have no legitimacy anyway. Even if I take this one, I'm just going to be at 0. And I need manpower. And losing legitimacy is... Well, actually, it's not going to hurt my army itself. So, you know what? Screw it. We'll take the legitimacy hit. Where... Oh, you got... What the hell? Really? You're going to let them go all the way from Zeta, all the way over to Constantinople. Oh, and now the Serbians are fleeing back into Moldova, of course. Actually, no, turn back around. We're going to try... They have to learn to adapt. Oh, of course. More peasant rebels. Damn it! I was going to try and attack them from here, so I wouldn't get a crossing penalty. But then, of course, they decide to move to where I'm going to attack from. You guys are going to lose that, so retreat. These guys just want autonomy. You know what? Screw it. If they want autonomy, they can have it. Just get rid of them. The autonomy will settle down over time. Let's try this again. Oh, for this time, without getting a crossing penalty, and without them intercepting me. No! Damn you! Quit moving, people! Okay, well, there won't be any crossing penalties, so hopefully we'll be able to win. Of course not. It's that extra discipline. Oh, we're actually making money now, apparently. Wonderful. That is actually a surprise to me. Is it even worth recruiting mercenary cavalry? Yeah, because I actually don't have any cavalry, apparently. Let's get a couple. I would love to get a better general. Let's talk to these guys. Please grant me a good general. No. You guys just keep giving me more and more generals with mobility. I don't need more mobility. I need more shock. Mostly shock, I think. Yeah. Just gonna have to keep hitting the noble rebels here, or pretender rebels. So you try to weaken them a little. There we go. Finish them off. There we go. Now they won't be able to force their demands. Uh... 145? I'd have to get rid of my economic policy and religious policy more than likely. And in fact, because I'm Roman, I would lose the one administrative power that he gives me, so I would have to have an administrative advisor just to get anything out of keeping him. So I don't know if it's actually a good idea to accept their demands. I mean, he's definitely better when it comes to military power and diplomatic power. Actually, the same military power, slightly better diplomatic-wise, but I lose all administrative. So, for now, actually, I'm going to stick with my leader. He's not great, but I think he's better than needing to have an administrative advisor. And I am losing money again. Really? While I was fighting rebels, I was... Well, they were able to enforce their demands, even though they had lost to their army. And now I have a personal union again, upon the death of my leader. Or it's giving me that warning again. A succession war between Georgia and Hungary. What? Why? I don't have... There's no reason Hungary should be involved in a succession war. At least I can't think of any reason why. Oh, yeah, no, that guy's a crap leader now. 012? There we go. Let's go ahead and retake these territories, split off the mercenaries, get rid of them. Now I'm making money again. Let's go ahead. Well, once we can, to repay the loans. Georgia, how are you doing? Oh, Armenia managed to deal with their rebels that were trying to gain independence. And Novgorod, I would really love for you to keep expanding further south. I would love to border you right now. It's not something I normally say to countries, but at least in this case, I would love to have you. Actually, I think I'll be ending the stream once I finish taking this last province, because if I look, yeah, it's been going for a little over 2 hours, longer than I had actually somewhat originally anticipated it going. So, yeah. For now, that is actually going to end up being it. So, let me see. I'd love to deal with that. And it's nice that I'm making money now. But I need to go and beat the crap out of Rome again. Because the wars that I lost against Egypt and Hungary let them gain back some of their land. In fact, yeah. Basically, they're right back to where they started, almost. Except these two provinces here need to be given back to them. But then they would be right back to where they started. And what is... Moldova? You're fighting a war against the Cumans? Really? I mean, I would have loved if you had invited me, though granted, I was busy dealing with noble rebels, so not really that big of a deal, but I still would have loved if you had invited me to the party. I really need to get my administrative tech up to 46, though, eventually, so that I can get this tech reform. But, yeah, nonetheless, this definitely went on longer than I had originally planned, and yeah, 2 hours. I think that's good enough, so I'll be ending the stream in just one moment. I should be able to stream it. Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to stream it again on the 29th, starting at about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That would be, what, like 5 p.m. GMT. I don't know if Britain is in, or the UK is actually in GMT right now. But yeah, that is going to be it. Hopefully, however, in the next stream, I'll be able to retake the land I lost to Rome. The first step to that is rebuilding the army. The next stream will probably be a lot of sitting down and just waiting for manpower to come back. So, yeah. I may go and end up actually playing a little bit off screen just to get to an actually somewhat more interesting part whenever the next stream ends up being. But for now, that's going to be it. The video will be up on YouTube sometime after YouTube finishes doing its thing. But until then, goodbye and farewell.